I'm a type 1 diabetic and I put a CGM on my non-diabetic girlfriend for Thanksgiving dinner, so let's go over how it went. She had probably double the amount of carbs that I had for breakfast, and her blood sugar was perfect afterwards, and mine was so high. But luckily, by the time the appetizers started for Thanksgiving dinner, we were both right around 100, which was a perfect, even starting point. We tried to eat relatively the same amount of things, but I think she definitely ended up topping the carbs because I get scared that I'm gonna have a super high blood sugar, and she doesn't need to think about that. A little while after digging into the hors d'oeuvres, she was at 128 and I was actually at 98, so I was beating her, but then she stayed at 97 and I dropped to 60. I kind of just suffered through this low because I knew we were going to be eating dinner super soon and my blood sugar was going to spend the rest of the night probably very high. Our Thanksgiving plates were pretty identical. I maybe had a little bit more protein than she did, but we both had 2 crescent rolls. We both had all the same stuff, and a little bit after dinner she was 130 and I was 140. And here's where you're really going to see her body kicking in and keeping herself nice and steady while mine is just up and down because I'm doing it manually. We had the same amount of dessert and she was steady at 118 and my blood sugar was still a little bit high at 157. And this is just where it gets unfair. So after eating all that dessert, she was 120 and she stayed nice and steady right there. My blood sugar was 225. And then of course, as the night came to an end, she was still steady at 114 while I was dropping low to 64. In conclusion, her body works perfect.